stuck in another shit roll. When it flush, I never know where I come up. One thing's for sure, your shit will not be with me.
Dirty Diapers. Yeah. Welcome to another episode.
What's up, man? Another episode.
I think this is like 10 or something like that.
I want to say 10.
Well,
I know what it is.
Dirty
Diapers
Diapers
Podcast. Because the world
is full of shit.
Yes, sir. K-Trey. Y'all know what it is.
TRUK. Truck all day.
Truck.
Yes, sir.
Who you brought through here, man?
Hey, man, I got one of my partners, man. My OG partners, man. From way, you know what I'm saying, from back in the gap, man.
Yeah, man. I'm glad
Introducing the world we know. Word Life.
Man. Word Life, you know what I'm saying?
Word Life.
Word Life, Mr. King of all fresh, you know the vibes.
Hey, get your word with word, you hear me?
Get your word with word, man. Straight up and down.
What's up, man? Peace, man.
What's up, brother?
Talk to me, man. What you
Been chilling, man. You know, I just got into the city and shit. It's hot as fuck out here, you know what I mean? I know that don't make no sense. I'm wearing a sweater, but this shit crazy. But nah,
get together. I done seen worse, trust me.
I'm naturally cool, so I don't be tripping.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You always been that a cool ass motherfucker, dog. Straight up, a cool ass nigga, man.
Yeah. So, man, I've been checking some of your tracks out, man, and I'm like, okay, this cat's special.
Yeah, man.
Like he different with it. Right? Like, where your style come from, man? What influenced you?
I mean, I'm originally from New York, the Bronx and shit, you know what I mean? So I grew up in that culture and the hip-hop shit, but I've been living out here in Dallas and back and forth for a long time now, so it's like, I don't adapted a different style I feel like it's just more universal to everything, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of used to come from the era, the golden era shit, you know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, now everything changes, everything evolves and shit. So I'm in a stage where, you know, I'm just having fun with it now, creating a vibe compared to just trying to create the most complex lyrics or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to create a vibe that everyone can relate to now, you know what I mean?
Right. Damn show is too. You got some vibes.
Yeah,
the new shit.
All of them, huh? I'm like, okay. Well, what's the newest single you pushing right now?
I just dropped this new one. It's completely different. It's called Trust Issues.
Yes, sir.
Produced by the bro Bud Beats. He's from out here.
Shout out Bud Beats. What up, boy?
Yeah, he produced it and helped me come up with that record and shit. So shot the video about 2 exits from here. I was telling him about it. The XR214 Studios. We shot the video over there on this LED wall virtual production shit. You know what I mean? So
oh, nice.
Crazy.
I checked that. That's what I was listening to. I said, "Ooh, this alive."
So you know, I'm pushing that and Magic City was the one before that. And that all my people in New York that's been going crazy in all the clubs out there and shit. So you know, we just.
How often you go back home, man?
I'm in New York a lot, man. Like I'm in New York more now than in Dallas or whatever. But I'm back and forth, like you know what I mean. I just got back from there. And we, you know, I'll be back here soon and shit. You know what I mean?
So what was your inspiration behind Trust Issues?
I mean, it was just a vibe. Like Bud called me, was like, "Yo, I got this record, like this beat." You know what I mean? And you know, I think you would go crazy with it. So I was in Vegas at the time, and he sent me the joint. And I wasn't already in the club, you know. And I'm in the casino. I'm lit as fuck, so it's kind of like a slow beat.
On the Vegas vibe.
It's a slow tempo, you know what I mean? So I was just like, whatever, you know, because I'm already fucked up, you know what I mean? So the next morning, I heard the joint, and I called Bud. I was like, yo, Bud, we got to do this as soon as I touch down. So when I went over there, I went to his crib, started recording, you know, came up with the shit, and you know, the rest is history. So, you know what I mean? It was just a vibe. Once I heard the vibe on it, I said, we're gonna create it. Once we there, we're gonna come up with this shit.
Yeah, because I noticed that one track alone is different from anything else I've ever heard you do.
I think because I worked with Bud, he got that a feel for it. You know, he dropped, when I got to the studio, he had the production and all that shit ready. He was like, this is what we got to do. And, you know, and then we started putting, you know, because I don't write nothing no more, so it's like, and he don't write nothing, so, you know, we kind of just started, created the vibe for it.
Letting it go.
You know, letting the energies in the creative process go, you know, do what it is.
Okay.
That's what's up.
So, Magic City.
Magic City, yeah.
That's doing some numbers.
Yeah,
that's I've seen you getting plaques and shit.
It hit the top.
We trying to be modest now, bro.
Top 200 on the iTunes charts.
Right on,
man. Top 14 on on the UK iTunes chart and shit. You know what I mean?
So you overseas with it?
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
touching the other
That's the thing I tell everybody all the time. Take advantage of this internet shit.
Yeah.
There's a bigger audience and shit.
How much did the internet? Because I was gonna ask you that anyway. How much did the internet help you feel like this?
It's for me. It's like it's a wide open market now. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from the era we used to have to be. I was just talking about this shit. We used to be posted at the corner trying to sell our shit. You know what I mean? I used to work at a CD. I was telling her I used to work at a CD store in Dallas, and you just sell my shit out the store. You know what I'm saying? Built a fan base, audience, doing shit like that. But now it's like, you know, I'm telling her you kind of touching like a region, a local area and shit. Now you're touching the whole world where you know anybody could tap in. So I think my shit grew a lot more since I've been fucking, you know, just expanding my shit. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, this shit's like word of mouth too, you know what I mean? Cause some people see a video, they repost it, and someone else see it, you know what I mean?
6 degrees separation type shit.
Exactly.
Right.
So
I get it.
It's on some shit like that, so it's like, shit, we in a virtual world now, we might as well adapt
That's
to
fast,
something.
man. That shit crazy, really. Like, they setting us up. Say, man, listen. I seen some shit to where, like, they gonna be taking, like, people can live forever in a robot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll just, a good heart, a good brain. If your brain's still good, your heart's still good, they'll just put that shit in the robot and connect it, like, to where it's got feelings and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Nah, man, yeah.
That's crazy.
We may not be able to see that time, but that's where it's going. Like, that's what they keep trying to do.
But if you think about it, like they've been telling us about this shit, you know what I mean, through all the movies and shows and all that shit. Like this, you know, they letting us know, and we're just like, oh yeah, it's entertaining.
Yeah, it's just fun. Like, oh, that was great. It's my favorite movie. Yeah,
but it's going down though. Y'all just keep taking this movie.
You got them little Simpson episodes predicting mad shit.
Yeah, nah, that shit really crazy. Nah, that shit crazy.
That shit is crazy.
Nah, that shit, they're crazy.
So there's something going on. You know what I mean? Like,
there's something going on.
It can't be no coincidence.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Nah, that Simpson shit crazy for real.
So I've seen that you've worked with some major artists.
Yeah, you work with some people.
Run down the list of a few people that you've worked with.
I got when I was doing the group thing, we got a record with Scarface. We got a record with a lot of the battle rappers and shit. I'm lit right now.
So Kevin Gates.
Oh yeah, we got a record with Kevin Gates.
Gates.
Yeah, that was a record that, you know, when I was doing the group thing, we had it through mutual parties and shit way back in the Gap and shit, and we kind of went through a couple production, you know, different beats and shit to fit the right one.
Yeah.
We laid our shit, and then he was going through the jail situation and shit, you know what I mean? So
did y'all ever?
We dropped it right after he got out, you know what I mean? It's the capital, you know, I shit blew up because it was like the first shit that
they dropped when it came.
Right on time.
You know what I mean?
It's the time.
We got that cease and desist right afterward, but it's all good.
Oh!
It's still there, you know what I'm saying?
It's still there.
Yeah. The label was like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's how the business goes.
I mean, it is.
That's crazy.
That's how the business goes.
So what's the direction for you? Like what are you trying to get out of this?
Right now, just I'm back on my word shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm on some word like shit, and everybody know me. I'm just on some, you know, I'm the king of all friends. I just be on some get fly, have fun, get high type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of king of all friends, if y'all haven't checked out my man's clothing line, check it out.
Yeah, kingofallfresh.com. I mean, I'm about to start putting all this shit out. Like I told you, I'm about to start putting all the doing manufacturing now, all the clothing now and shit. You know what I mean? Because everything I was doing before was cool, but you know, as a clothing line, you kind of want to expand and you know, and do what you want to do with it. And so I got a couple manufacturers I'm about to start working with to put out, you know, different capsules and shit like that. I mean, you know what I mean? So,
that shit's dope, man. That's
that's
crazy, man. Cause
man, when you drop some of the prototypes, let us know, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm, you know, I gotta get the samples in. I get the samples in all our sides, and we good.
So
we good.
Being a Latino rapper, because you're Puerto Rican, right?
Facts.
How could I word this? I want to say, would you be able to notice there's any difference? You know what I'm saying? Is there a big difference in your fan base?
Nah, not really. Not for me. You know what I mean? I think as a Puerto Rican, it's a little
different.
A little different. You know what I mean? Because it's all like blended in where we come from. You know what I mean? Like it's especially in New York, like I've said it before, like it's a blended culture out there, you know what I mean? It's a melting pot of everybody, so it's like, but out here it's a little different, you know, a lot of people, it's still kind of like, you know, cliquish, I guess you could say, you know, but it's cool, you know what I mean? But yeah, as a Puerto Rican, I got a fan base from everybody, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't like, you know, ain't no complaints on my side.
Right. I dig that.
I guess that's the best way you can say it, you know what I mean?
Have you been like? Have you done any shows like overseas?
Yeah, I've done. Actually, I was booked for like probably before the pandemic. I was booked like 6 years in a row. Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Guadalajara, Mexico, all like Mexico and shit. You know, I had a promoter out there that was doing this thing in the Barber Olympics and different shit. You know what I mean? They was flying us out there, but yeah, those are the only ones I've done.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
To be doing a show in Cancun, you know what I'm saying?
And
Guadalajara.
They got posters of us all through the city and shit. All the locals know who we are and shit. I think I sold out all my merch before I even left the airport. We landed and shit.
Damn.
Like that's how crazy it was.
That's love.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun.
So do you notice, like, is there, when it comes to merchandise, is there a difference between who's purchasing more or less, or who supports it more or less?
Nah, I mean, I get love from everybody, like, you know what I mean? Especially being from New York and shit, like, a lot of people from over there, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York. Plus, I got a lot of people over here that fuck with it, so there's a lot of different cultures and shit that just, you know, they see some fly shit, they want it, you know what I mean?
See, so show a nigga love.
Yeah, facts, you know what I mean?
Love don't cost you nothing.
It don't cost nothing. You know
just to show a nigga some love.
You know, that's a fact.
The world needs more love.
You ain't gotta buy nothing, you know, them likes and them comments and the views, that's all. Subscriptions and shit,
So subscribe, Dirty Doctors Podcast.
Because we're for the shit. Y'all fuck with us.
That's all this shit is.
And subscribe to my man Word Life shit.
Word Life.
I am Word Life, man.
On all social media platforms.
On everything.
It's I am Word Life. Get you a word with word.
Oh yeah.
A word with word.
A word with word. So how did that come about? You was just fucking around online.
I had just shot the Magic City video, and I went to go check out some edits or some shit, and at the XR214 studios, and it was just like, yo, we should just. It was like a high idea. We was just like. It's like, yo, what are we trying to test out the screen to see all the, you know, possibilities and shit like that. And that was just something he was like, yo, I was just joking around. He's like, well, let me film it and, you know, let's see how I look and shit. And then we saw it. Yeah, it was like, oh, this shit kind of funny. And then I dropped one of them. It was good, but then I dropped the second one. We only did like 2 at the time, you know what I mean? So I dropped the second one and then they got the response and shit. So now I'm making it like a consistent, you know, something that you're gonna see on the regular, you know what I mean?
And I think you should too, because man, it caught my attention.
Yeah.
Because when I saw it on the snap, I was like, a word with word. That makes sense.
I got a lot of shit I'm about to start. Y'all about to see me do, you know what I mean?
Okay.
There's mad different shit I'm about to do, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. He says,
so is it anybody in the game, like, you got like top, you got any, did you always have, or do you have people that you would like to work with, and if so, who?
Not really. Like, I mean, if I get, you know, contact and it work out the way it work out, that'd be cool and shit. But I'm not gonna, you know, I ain't out there reaching for it and shit. I'm at the point where it's like, I done been doing this shit for a minute, so
I got you.
I'm at the point where I'm just having fun with it. My audience is fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna grow from there. Like everything else is like. I salute everything and shit, but it's not what I'm focused on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Do you listen to other music outside of your own?
I definitely do, and I like, you know, a lot of the old heads and shit, you know what I mean? They talk mad shit about the new shit, but I'm all into this new shit. Like, I love this shit. Like, it's a lot more fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip-hop ain't supposed to stay, like...
the same,
you know,
right.
When I was a little motherfucker, too, like, they was, the older heads was still hanging on us and shit for what we was doing and shit, you know what I mean? But... it's the same thing, full circle, but I like a lot of this new shit, so I'm listening to a lot of the new shit more than the old shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like a lot of new artists right now.
Yeah, right on.
But I still listen to the classics and shit. It'd be days you catch me listening to like 80s and 70s classic rock type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that shit can never die.
Man, you said you did a track with Face with your group. Like, how How that happen? Face one of my favorite artists of all time.
It's a good record too.
So,
It's a good record.
he don't really do bad ones. You know what I'm saying?
True enough.
I think I was with the group thing and a guy out here, his name's Smooth Vega. He lined it up. Shout out to the bro Smooth Vega. He lined up the verse and all that because he done did shows and all that. I done opened up for him through his shows and shit before. So, he just lined up the verse and shit and we just took advantage of it. We jumped on it and the song came out and shit. That shit fire.
Is it still out there?
Yeah, it's on all streaming platforms. I forgot, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what it was called and shit, but it's on the High Rollers group shit, and it's the High Rollers and Scarface, bro.
Okay. Scarface, okay.
Yeah.
You want that one? Oh, really? Duck, this one of these woods? Oh, okay. Because it looked like one of these backwoods. Oh, my bad. I don't like them. Hey, we gotta check and make sure, man.
Yeah.
So, Truck, you got any dirty diaper to hand out? What you done seen this week? Anything like that you feel deserve the dirty diaper of the week?
Hey, yeah, I got something, man. To getting older.
Nigga,
Facts.
That shit gets a dirty diaper in it.
Why you?
Nah, Jamie Foxx clone get the dirty diaper.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he get the dirty diaper.
Yeah.
He out here. I did some shit. I posted some green screen shit on my Instagram and shit. He came out here looking like Eddie Winslow and shit. I was like, that ain't no damn Jamie Foxx.
Nah, hell no.
I got us. We not that dumb. Hell no.
That was those goofy shit right there,
Yeah,
man.
that shit crazy. You know what I mean?
Man, but I fucked around and pulled my damn hamstring Tuesday.
Oh,
How
man.
you do it?
How I did it? Cleaning up in the house.
Oh, man.
But you alright though?
It be like that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
You know,
talking about it.
but it was fucked up how it happened. It fucked up that it did happen, but I
It be
think my
like that.
foot got caught in between the damn TV stand and one of the dog beds. And I'm trying to move something else with my other foot and shit just went crazy.
Life.
Next thing I know,
God.
you know how you will move a foot trying to catch yourself?
Yeah.
That hoe kept going when I planted it.
Life. That's life.
And next thing I know, I heard, I said, oh,
Yeah.
oh my God.
That's crazy.
Man, I was hollering. I was on the floor for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just straight. I was no good the rest of that day. I was like limping around. I was like, I need some crutches.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck going on.
Hamstring pull in the
Man, that is not what's up, man. Nah,
That.
that shit sucks.
You know, hooping background, I done did that more than enough time. Like, that's why I learned the importance of, man, straight keep my shit loose.
Nah, that's a fact. Yeah, I've been on that. I've been on that same wave lately. Together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, shit,
attention, you know
I've been back in the gym frequently, you know what I'm saying, trying to get on my shit, man, you know, so that was one thing I did not need to have happen, but it ain't gonna stop no.
working through it.
Yeah,
You good
yeah.
now? You good now? Or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
This is a journey. You know it's gonna be tender for you. It's gonna be tender. You gonna feel it. I was like, that hamstring ain't no punk, right?
That shit,
So,
motherfucker.
nah, you gonna feel it for
Yeah.
you know,
a little minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit, you know, I'm on it. We gonna keep it pushing though, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop
Yeah,
nothing.
you been consistent like what, day 14, 13, 14?
15.
Yeah,
There
see,
you
talk
go.
about it.
Get that shit.
Today's day 15,
Talking
so
about
Good shit.
I got it in, you know
Health
what I'm
is
talking
the
about.
wealth.
We gonna keep this thing going,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm talking about, so I ain't getting no dirty diaper for that shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Appreciate getting older, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Older and smaller.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Older and
Yeah,
wiser.
wiser. Yeah, man, this shit feel good, right? Because you know, this is a blip. Like everybody don't go.
That's a
Man,
fact.
You know what I'm
for real.
saying?
That's a fact.
Everybody don't get here.
That's a
Right?
fact.
So
Every day is a blessing.
absolutely.
That's how I look at
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
I tell people all the time, like, you can't look at it like you gotta go do something. It's like you get to go do something. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not be able to get that chance
For
later
real.
on, so you gotta be thankful for everything you got from me and all the opportunities you get. You gotta be
So,
thankful for that.
you know, so if you got a
Yeah.
9 to 5, you need to be thankful that hey,
Regardless,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
You
why
got a
I'm
9 to
not,
5,
I
you
don't
get up
knock
and go
nobody.
to.
You You know what I mean? I've only had one job my whole life. You know what I mean? Outside of the this music shit, but I don't take I don't look at nothing no way like yo you do what you gotta do for me like.
How long you been doing this music shit all together?
I mean like on some like business real shit probably like the last 6-7 years or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I've been doing this shit for mad long, like, just rapping and shit.
Right.
But as far as like the business side of it, like, everything the right way and shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's consistent.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I would say longer. People would say longer than that, but you know what I mean? Like for me, from what I know from where
your
checks
journey.
is coming
in,
shit,
right,
like shit like that. Feel me?
That's live.
Yeah, because look, I put my partner on to you, so he was like, man, how you know this cat, dog? I was like, man, I've been knowing Word for some years.
Yeah, he know me from the old world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something different from what they hear now. You know what I mean? Like,
it's different.
Yeah.
But I like it because you can hear the maturity in the shit. You know what I'm saying? You hear the comfortableness in his flow because it's like, okay, shit, I know what I'm doing now and I'm comfortable with where I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm having fun with it now.
Yeah,
I
you
like
know
it now. I'm more in pocket than I was when I was trying to think of the hardest bars or whatever for it. Not to say that they not still there, it's just more of a melody behind it now and something that they can catch on to now, you know what I'm saying? Like
you understand that, you count the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the algorithm of life.
You count the algorithm.
You know what I mean? That's all this shit is.
So, you always been fresh.
I try to be,
I'll give you that because that's from the first day I met you. I said, well, the essay partner straight. He fresh. He ain't really an essay, but he, you know what I'm saying? That's
how we
say.
I
was like, can't fresh in the motherfucker. Then I see them again. I see him with the J's on.
Yeah, I use J King.
Every time he posts a bill, I'm like, hold up, fresh. I need to put me on with that shit. What's going down, man? So we gonna roll this into the fresh and fit section.
What's that like?
What's your favorite sneaker?
Of all time?
Yeah.
The Bread 11.
The Bread 11.
That's my favorite of all time.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Outside of like the Air Mag and shit, just because I'm a Back to the Future fanatic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a tag on me and shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But like my favorite sneaker of all time, the Bread 11.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like it's like the all-time sneaker.
That's just the sneaker for you.
It's just like the all-time everything. Like I remember when I first saw it as a kid, I'm like, oh shit, like
that was that hard.
That's the Bread 11. Then he won the championship with it and shit. You're like, that's the Bread 11.
Okay.
That whole hard.
With the white jersey on, with the. I was like, yo, son, that shit hard.
Yeah. Bread 11. That's a dope shoe.
But nah, yeah, that was my, from what I remember, I think my first pair of sneakers I was able to buy for myself was the Bread 11. You know what I'm saying? Once I started making my own money and shit. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I ain't had that shit as a kid, feel me? But once I started making my own money, and when I started copying shit, then I think my first sneaker was the Bread 11 and shit too. So,
my first J was the Obsidian 12s, the first ones.
I had them motherfuckers. Like, I got the new ones too, the ones that came out recently.
Hold on, you got the OG Obsidian 12? I wouldn't doubt it with your ass. I really wouldn't doubt it.
I got them. They yellow on the soles because of the white, but the shit, I got them motherfuckers.
How many? What's the Jordan count right about now?
Oh man,
you keep them all?
Yeah, I got a lot, bro. I got a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you think I got some? This nigga he blows me out the water.
So like the whole room is just full of shoes.
When I was younger and shit, I was getting, you know what I mean, like I was just stacking mad shit, like J's and shit. I got rid of a lot of them and shit, and then I started stacking back up. Now it's at a level, it's like, I don't even know. Now I'm not like, I wear the J's, I got a lot of J's, but like, I wear a lot of like, either forces or the slides and shit, or if I'm out doing some shows or whatever, I wear the designer shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Cause I see you did flip over.
Yeah, J's. I got mad J's. I be buying J's. I don't even wear it. They sitting there like on some classic shit. But also, like, I'm not like I'm a fan of that shit. Feel me?
Yeah.
Like I'm not just
yeah.
I'm not just a nigga that just wants some fly. Like they fly, but I'm like a fan of sneaking. Like that's like the culture. I'm a fan of all that.
I was
shit.
gonna ask you about, man. So what was it? Did you said so? You stayed in Dallas for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I still got. Yeah, I'm out.
What's the biggest different lifestyle that you recognize between the Bronx, growing up in the Bronx, versus the down south way of life?
Well, I mean, I've been in Dallas a long time, so it's like just adapting to it is just like it's a culture shock, but at the same time, it's just like it's just a different vibe. It's a different, you know what I'm saying? Like New York is more fast paced, get to what you got to do, handle your business type shit, stay out the way. Out here, you just kind of like figure out what you want to do and build it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you got the time. You ain't got the time. Time is valuable, but you still you it's a more opportunity out here than anywhere else. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's why it's growing so much, because people realizing so much opportunity in Dallas.
Yeah.
I don't know why they ain't figured it out yet on the music side, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's so much opportunity to do everything else that it's it's worth it to come out here and figure it out. So,
Right.
I've been out here so long that it's like shit. Like I consider myself Dallas. Feel me? Like everyone talk to me. They know what's up. Like word. You know what I mean? Especially in New York, they like Dallas. They come out here, they see what it is and shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So.
Cause we hear a lot about that. You know what I'm saying? It's mainly like we hear about, oh man, Dallas ain't got this. Dallas ain't this because, cause shit, in the South we got certain parts of the South you got different rules. It's like everywhere else you go. Clubs close at 2, 3 in the morning, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, unless they after hours.
Yeah.
Clubs in the Bronx don't start getting popping. The motherfuckers don't start leaving.
Yeah,
1 o'clock in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. It's different.
When I be in the city, they be like, yo, what's popping? What time? You know what I mean? Like, shall I eat you about an hour? It's like, it's 11.
What you doing?
It's midnight. You need an hour. What you talking about? Like, we'll be, you show up to the club like at 2 in the morning.
Exactly.
Shit, but, over here, you kind of got to like drive everywhere, get to where you want to go, find out where you go. I think it would be a bigger culture out here if everything was a little closer. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different cultures in Dallas. I feel like it ain't been like figured out what's the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you think of New York, you think of fashion automatically. You know what I'm saying? Like this. You think of LA, you think in Hollywood, all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? You think of Dallas, you're like, well, let me think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Outside of naming the sports and shit, but it's like, let me think. Well, you got the guys that do this, then you got the guys that do this. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the.
You just had to be here to see what's pop.
Exactly. You know
where
what I'm
it's
saying?
at, yeah.
And it's growing.
From the naked eye, I get what you're saying. Like from your point of view, from New York,
or anyone else.
What is or anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like
what is it about Dallas that why do I want to go there? Right?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then it's about to be one of the biggest cities. I think in the next 5 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about to be on the level of New York, and
which
LA
on the bread side, Dallas always have been in the top, cities of.
Hell yeah, Dallas been on the top for a long time.
Even though it wasn't the most popular place to be,
as far as a lot of other
numbers
shit.
was still ranking. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of regular shit. It's still one of the. It's a good spot. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So with Dallas tough.
That's how I feel about New York though. Like, cause I done been there. I got people out in Queens and shit, man. I just came from New York, man.
What you think? You know the same vibe there. It's a culture shock.
Hell yeah. Nah, it is.
But it's like,
But at the same time, like you say, it's
it
cool.
depends on the person,
cool.
I think.
Absolutely. It's cool because I'm cool.
I've been with people in New York that's like, I fuck with him, but I'd rather go back to Texas or something. Like,
it's a difference. So like the food difference, right? And I know that's a culture shock because you used to eat
you get the over here in Dallas. You get a lot of like, you think of Spanish, you think of Mexican food. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't find too much of other shit.
Okay.
And then you think, what else you think of? Steaks and American food and shit like
seafood.
There's not too many options, but there's a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of steakhouses, a lot of.
So you gotta find the steakhouse.
In New York, you just kind of like on every corner you go to Bodega, you go to like different little shops. Like there's so many different.
For the food that you like.
so much food. You go to this side and catch. I want this style of food.
See, that's
you know
my
what I'm
only
saying?
thing. Like with it ain't the same. I think Dallas, we eat the food better.
As far as what though?
As far, but the food that I like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
so,
what? Like what?
So like when I go to New York, it ain't just really a lot. I like boiled bags, crab balls and bags.
I
like seafood, right?
Yeah.
But then the other thing is I like soul food.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I like soul food. I like greens and potatoes,
I feel
yams. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I love that shit too. I ain't gonna lie.
So when I'm up there, it's more like corner food to me. Like a lot of because that's just the culture because it ain't a lot of land. Y'all some more closer versus ours being spread out. I got to drive everywhere to go get food. Exactly. You can just walk. That's the difference. Yeah. And so it's a shock because it's a shock. It's a trip.
Oh, definitely. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of good food everywhere, but you know the convenience of it too. And then over there, I think you get larger portions in New York and shit too. So
yeah, and that would do it now.
You get
for real.
You go to Spanish, they gonna give you like,
oh my God,
this is $10.
Yeah,
this shit stack like rice like that.
I can give you that. I can give you that.
You go to your rice like and shit, trying to get to the bottom.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But nah, I agree. I mean, I think you can find some shit that you prefer faster than you would in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's like pizza. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really a big pizza eater, but pizza everywhere. Hot dogs.
I mean, but let's be real. New York got the best pizza out of everybody.
I can't lie and say you don't. I can't argue that. The only thing is that I ain't been to Chicago yet.
I've been to New York once.
Yeah.
And when I was in high school, I was 17. Pizza. I was 16, and that's when we ate pizza.
Right.
Cause it's a bunch of teenagers, nigga.
Right.
So it was a pizza spot right across the street from the hotel.
Yeah.
But we like now what? So
New York got
I definitely agree.
He said New York got the best pizza.
I actually want to hit the Stone Pizza spot. Have you been there ever?
Was it Brooklyn?
I think it's a couple different spots now. Stone Pizza, where everything is infused and shit with marijuana and shit. He said,
There's a few of them out there.
Yeah, the pizza pusher.
There you go.
You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm saying, man.
Shout out my boy Sanchez. He fuck with them and shit.
Yeah, you ain't been there yet though.
Nah, my boy Cortez.
I got to. The next time I go, that's where I gotta go and set my reservation. I gotta hit it and just really get that experience.
Word. Nah, yeah, that shit.
That's the pizza pusher, man.
They told me they be lit off that shit. I be like, damn, for real? Like,
I gotta check it out.
I mean, shit, I would imagine so. If damn near every dish,
that's a lot.
Everything
they got
is
other
THC.
options. I got these garlic knots, like everything.
But everything is infused.
That shit be good too.
I think when you be eating that shit, but once that shit hit your ass,
nah, they got that.
oh my God, you stupid, my nigga.
I'm not big on edibles and shit like that.
Yeah.
I eat too much and I just start fouling the fuck out.
Man, say
I wake up the next day like with like an edible hangover and shit like that.
Bro, Gage.
Yeah.
Gave me a fucking candy bar, partner Gage, on the barbecue spot. Just Taste the Barbecue. Y'all go check them out. 2224 Cedar Crest Boulevard.
Whoa.
Man, this motherfucker, him and Twan told me, man, go on and eat one. Just eat the whole thing. That's what we do. We eat the whole thing. I let peer pressure get me out. And I'm mad at myself because I'm too old to be letting peer pressure affect me like that.
Yeah.
I ate the whole damn thing. Yeah. I tell you what, I live.
Be careful on them shits, man.
I live 5 minutes away from these motherfucking spots. I get to the house, put my food down, sit on the couch. Like, all right, I'm ready to go eat something. So I get up and go eat. And as I'm eating, I'm sitting there like, and I just had these thoughts like, why the hell are you sitting there eating?
I'll have some strange moments on some edibles. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta be careful on this shit.
I ate a couple more bites and I put it up.
Yeah.
I went and sat on the couch. About 10 minutes, I'm sitting over there. My wife like, what's wrong? I said, edible on my ass right now.
You gotta be careful, boy.
I said, I'm finna go lay down.
I'm
finna go lay down.
I wake up with a hangover off them shits. Like,
really?
I feel like I'm still tired. Like,
Yeah. So, I won't. Anytime a nigga tell me the whole thing.
But on pizza though, I fuck around and eat that whole shit.
Oh,
Yo, you can't just, you ain't gonna just pull the piece off.
I love pizza.
That's the thing. I gotta try that out now. I gotta try that.
Pile that shit.
Stone pizza, man. I gotta try that out.
Straight up.
I got to. Did you, were you like a big baseball or sports fan in any way growing up?
Yeah, I used to love watching basketball. I'm big on football right now.
Okay.
My brother.
You a Giants fan?
I'm a Jets fan.
New York Jets?
Yeah, you know,
okay.
The best teams out there.
Right.
One of the best teams still. You know
y'all just did some things over there too, man. We can't. Y'all time is coming.
I think the Jets about to be the Hard Knocks of the season and shit.
Yeah.
The HBO show. Whatever.
They made some moves. I want to see what it look like.
Yeah, it might be. I know they're gonna do it more than the Cowboys and shit, but it'll be alright.
You already know. See. I'm used to that. You know what I'm saying? We the ones. We the ones. Them boys. We the ones.
It's gonna be a good season, man. It's gonna be a good season, hopefully. So, but yeah, I'm big on football because only because of the my brother he got a fantasy football league that I won the last 2 years in a row.
I'll check him out.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm going for the 3-peat. You know what I mean?
Right on.
That's why I really love it, just for the
It is football. It is
the gambling aspect.
Yeah.
You know how to keep it a buck.
Situation, right? So you know what you're doing.
So you get into that bag on that fantasy football.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
But growing up, I used to love watching basketball and shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to be big on basketball and shit.
Did you hoop?
I used to hoop like in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Never for no school or nothing. Just fucking around and shit.
Right on.
I probably should have pursued it, but fuck it, I don't care.
He's chilling right now. He's doing his thing. So, you got a sponsorship or a partnership with Raw Papers.
Yeah, man, they was on some just. I met them like back in the I think it was like 2010 or some shit. We was they was doing some competition on Facebook or some shit. It was barely coming out. I forgot what year it was, and I won the competition that weekend. I was opening up for a big artist in Austin actually, Tech9 and shit. So I was like, yo,
shout out Tech9.
By the way, I'm about to have a lot of I'm about to be in front of a lot of people. If y'all want to send me some extra shit or whatever, so they sent me like a box of like Elements papers and shit. So I thought I'm mad like. Tech9 got like the craziest fan base. He got like the most loyal fan base ever. You know what I'm saying? So they was hyping. That was like some of the most fun I've had with as an opening act with the crowd and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I threw all the papers out and I said, yo, let's take a picture. And everybody threw the papers out and I sent it to them and shit. And after that, they was just like, yo, much love. Thank you for that. You know what I mean? We got this raw shit coming out and I told them I'll do a lot of promoting. I just kept promoting shit everywhere, and they was just showing love, and I was showing love back type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's family now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's shout out to the guys and shit.
Right.
They so big now that it's like it's dope.
Yeah.
Because I remember when they was they've always been big. The whole company and shit. They was just. But Raw itself, just watching the way Josh grew it. That shit fire for me.
You really did.
That's crazy because I bet you just got a collection of Raw everything at that.
I mean, I make sure everything stay raw. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm somewhere else and I ain't got nothing on me, I'll go cop that shit from a legit. You know what I mean? I'll make sure I got some raws with me. Anybody know me know that. Like I'm not smoking nothing but raw papers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got the best whatever in the world. I don't even give a fuck. Like, if it ain't a raw paper, you know what I mean? They gotta have a filter too. Like, I don't like that, you know what I mean? She gets sloppy and shit. Like, you gotta have a filter.
I dig. Man, that's what's up, bro. You just like you all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
I be chilling too. I just be really just be chilling. I be high like this. Just like it's 5 of it. I'm in the city this week. Pull up. I bet.
So what's your favorite strain?
Weed?
Yeah, your favorite strain.
There's so much different weird shit.
Just smoke shit, huh?
It's like there's so much new shit that I can't keep up with these names no more.
Like, what do you prefer, indica or sativa?
I don't even care. Like,
do you prefer flower over any other way, or what's your?
Yeah, it's always flower. Yeah.
Right.
I stick to the flower.
That's how. Yeah, that's why y'all
all that,
like.
I fuck like all that other shit's cool, but it's
girl.
like personally, I'm not about to sit there doing rigs and whatever the fuck. Like I ain't about to do that.
See, that's too much for me. It's like I'm not
for shit. Like if you got to, you got to. But for me personally, nah, I don't like doing it.
I got a little pipe at the crib. That's just a little pipe. You know what I'm talking about?
Wrong with it.
But I'm not finna go get no goddamn 80-foot goddamn rig and the whole goddamn chambers and the whole go through all that. That's too damn much.
That shit is just too much on my chest now. Like, I just be wanting to smoke my shit.
Yeah.
That's just too much shit in the house for me.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
this ain't the 80s, 90s.
don't touch my bong, bro.
This shit, you don't need that shit no more. Fuck that.
Like,
smoke it out your pipe, smoke out your shit. But if you got it, that's cool. I ain't tripping. Like that's hard.
It's good memorabilia if you just kept it from when you was.
I got a bong and shit that's posted up.
Yeah, type shit, but that'll never get used. That'll stay either clean or dirty.
That shit's dirty.
It's just done.
But nah, yeah. But I stick to the flower.
Yeah, absolutely. That's okay. So that's
shit,
my personal preference too. Like the flower, like maybe have dabs, or, you know, all kind of different other ways to.
I salute it. You know,
yeah.
Fuck with it. That's cool. Me personally, I stick to the flower.
Yeah, for me, it's like, yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah,
stick to the flower.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
nah, for real.
ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
With a raw paper, feel me?
Dirty diaper, man.
What about or like waxes?
I mean,
concentrates.
I fuck with it before, but like me, it's not about to deal with all that shit. Feel me?
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass, but it's like wrap that shit around.
You speaking facts though on the cool, yeah.
If you fuck with it, that's cool.
It's cool.
If you got a process and you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing with that shit.
Right.
I know, I'm just gonna wrap it around the joint. I don't know what the fuck I'm throwing it. I don't know what's going on. You know? I ain't about to do it. And then shit all stuck in your hand and shit. But
yeah,
the people that fuck with it and shit, you got it figured out.
Yeah, you got it figured out.
Show me a better way, feel me? Hit me up on the DM, like, yo, word, do it like this and it's better.
Yeah.
I listen.
Yeah.
See what?
You still go flower in the raw paper. Like,
my joint, what I'm learning, bro. Salute.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah. Damn,
It used to be like a poster child
for
weed.
Me?
Niggas smoking joints.
Man,
Just smoke a clean joint, man.
People that know me, like, they know what's up. Feel me? Like,
yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, though.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
That's why it's legal everywhere, feel me? Not here yet, but, you know.
Well, why they bullshitting, I don't know, man. Well, I do, you know,
It's you know, it's them government, you know who in control out here, but it's all good, you know, it's gonna get there, I think.
Yeah.
Sooner than later.
Yeah. Because the money rule all and everything.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
always.
As long as it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, make money.
I mean, shit, it's got to make sense. It's making sense for other places too. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna make sense.
Yeah, it's just it's a bidding war between these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's you know, it's beyond us.
Yeah,
you know, we could do.
So this you could really
I mean, we could vote and do all that shit, but it's really, you know, in my opinion, it's just, you know, the other people, you know, there's a lot of people in control of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But I suggest people keep voting, and I recommend people keep voting and getting your voice heard and shit. You know what I mean?
So y'all get out there and vote.
Yeah, whatever y'all gotta do, you know what I'm saying? So then, to these other motherfuckers start falling out, ain't
Go
gonna be no
where
change.
it is,
You know what I mean?
but you can just really go where it is legal, where you can just,
Or just
you go
just do that.
Yeah, you go home and just be like, all right, that's not a problem. Or really wherever.
It should be, you know, that's a fact.
It should be legal, man. They tripping on that, man.
What y'all think about the new boy, young boy, Wimbiana?
Who is that?
Who?
The
NBA
basketball
young boy?
player?
Nah, the nigga play for the Spurs.
the tall.
He just slapped Britney Spears, right?
His security.
Kind of bowled the shit out of that. Like, let's get back, don't touch that.
He got a lot to learn once he gets to that big field, but I think he'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? He big. He's a tall motherfucker.
Yeah, he tall.
He long. He long. He man, he gotta get in the gym. And
man,
now,
you know, tall and skinny. He's gonna get pushed. That's why I say he gonna figure it out.
But he's still tall.
He's still gonna do good, but
yeah,
he's just.
It's gonna be more defense on the
motherfucker, boy.
Cause I don't see how he would deal.
He can shoot though.
Well, like him being in the paint. Cause
the
I
game
just
is different in my opinion.
It is, cause they pretty much taking the big man out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They playing the game further back.
Right.
But what do y'all think about the people that say the game is harder now than it was before? Because they said the players from before are trash compared to the players that's out now. What are y'all's opinion on that? My opinion, I think that's cap.
Me too.
I think that's cap.
But they say the game is harder because there's more competition now compared to what it was back in the day. They're like, who did Jordan really beat? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, it wasn't just one person compared to teams, but you know, a lot of other people would say it's vice versa. Like, he didn't really beat nobody big. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think that opinion comes from not understanding the way the game was played in his era. To where if you had to play how they had to play, more y'all would be sorry as fuck too. Like, you couldn't play. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think, you see what I'm saying? Like, they were playing the game.
Is softer now.
Exactly. So a lot of y'all wouldn't even, your game here wouldn't translate to
back
that.
There are a lot of playmakers now than it was probably then, but the game was harder back then, in my opinion.
In mine as well, because they could hand check. It was played a whole different way, like to where, and it was aggressive. Like they played.
Yeah, it was aggressive and more physical.
Way more physical, because it was played closer to the rim.
Yeah.
Who would y'all say is bigger, the greatest of all time, LJ or MJ?
Nah.
LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
No, Michael Jordan.
Mike.
Yeah. Of all time.
All time. Yeah. There's people that say LeBron, but I feel
I get that. They didn't really see Jordan.
I think between LeBron, Mike, and Kobe, it's just the greatest of all time.
Watch this though.
It don't matter the order.
Let me ask you
but
this.
Michael always got to be first in my opinion.
Right. And so let's say this: when our elders had an argument of Will Chamberlain was the best of all time.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Did he win the most rings technically?
Bill Russell. They would say some would argue Bill Russell was better than. You see what they said of all time. Because that's what they saw, and so to them, by the time Jordan started playing the game, that's that soft ass lick. The same thing we said about.
What they saying. That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
That is true.
So
they saying that because that was a harder game.
That is true.
Because them niggas was the level of athleticism.
And the athleticism wasn't there, so the physicality was.
It was the physicality.
They was out there fighting really and trying.
Everybody had to be on the basics.
I do agree with that. There's probably more competition now as far as type of players, but I do agree that the game is different now than it was before, because those same players couldn't handle, in my opinion, I don't think they can handle a lot of the aggressive shit that was going on back in the day.
Pat Ewins, the Anthony Masons, the
Bill Lambiers.
That's a
hell.
That's why when a lot of these
Joe Dumars,
these guys, they say, you know, I hear a lot the arguments, people saying that, you know, the game is different then. I'm like,
Dennis Rodman.
You gotta consider all these guys. You know what I'm saying? So
think about it. Who in the league right now would be able to deal with Dennis Rodman?
It's only a couple. It's always okay. So what I will say, the game does evolve. So there's they play a lot faster, and they got more control with the ball. As a big man, you ain't used to playing defense with the person the person with the ball now.
Yeah.
The person you was playing defense against couldn't do what I can do with this peel, and he ain't fast but quick as me, right? For his handles, for his step back game, you just think, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, they gonna be physical, so
exactly.
They gonna push you around. You ain't all little fancy little stuff.
That's a good argument. I ain't gonna lie. So it's like shit, y'all.
Right.
Let motherfuckers know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what to think. Like, that's a good argument. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with back in the day, Michael
Jordan,
Jordan era. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I feel like it's stepping stones to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in the sense.
But every year, like, but man, that shit is
LeBron
like,
is the great though. Like
he is a great.
Statistically, you can't deny the stats. Then they're gonna say the ring thing, and then the impact of the game. So overall, Jordan, you gotta say that greatest of all time, right?
He set the trend, and I think he played less time than a lot of these players are playing. I can't determine
the impact that he had in his time, in the time that he was doing what he was doing, the impact that it had on the world,
and the impact it still has today.
It's forever Jordan, yeah. LeBron gonna have that same way, but right now it's forever Jordan.
It ain't gonna be the same.
It ain't gonna be the
same.
Jordan was first.
People gonna forever rock Jay.
Well, the thing is, as long as you lost in the finals, it would never be the same as Michael did. It gotta take somebody that it don't matter what they did before they got to the finals. You talk about that shit.
Win.
When they got to the finals, every time they wanted 6. Every time you gotta outdo 6 in a row.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They gotta win.
In my opinion, bro.
They had to switch up to do it. You know what I'm saying?
3 years. He took a year out, came back, got 3 more years.
3 more years. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, so yeah, MJ to me is goated.
Y'all let motherfuckers know chop thing. That's all I say. It's I'm gonna go with MJ. Word.
I'm going with Mike. You know
what I'm saying?
That's because that's who I grew up watching. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Yeah, I seen a little bit, through clips and tapes and, what I'm saying, of the previous generations, but
yeah,
Mike is what I saw.
Let me ask you got any younger siblings, or what do you think about the youth, the state of the youth right now in society?
It's crazy. It's a zombie world, but it's like shit. It's a new generation. I don't know, man.
How do you maneuver through it?
I got
nieces and nephews. Right? That's what I'm saying.
But they got their head on their shoulders.
Okay.
I think it's a lot more information for people, for kids to go and figure out. TikTok and a lot of other shit that's going on that people just come across a lot of information and they're researching shit easier than we could have ever did that. We had to just learn it, live and learn and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that we, at that level, but it's like we still living and learning. It's like now we can just Google a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I think the kids is, and they know what's up, man. Everything is exposed at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like everything is out there.
Do you think that takes away from kids being able to just genuinely be kids, though? You know what I'm saying? Like just really play outside. Really, kids ain't really fucking
not
around.
necessarily. I see a lot of kids out there playing. There's a lot less kids, but there's a lot of kids out there involved in sports and a lot of other shit, but they still online and certain, like it's a part of life now. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
the word. That's the transition.
there's a lot of athletes that's coming up and going through college and doing a lot of shit that's big, but social media is still there. You know what I'm saying? Like it just depends on your focus on what you really want to accomplish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that goes for any field in life. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't just that for the kids.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of pressure. It's not. It's weird. Like I don't know. Some kids is not on that level of being athletes and all that shit. And
right.
You know what I'm saying? And they go through phases and depression and all that shit is real too. So it's tough. But we've all it's every generation goes through the same phases. And now you could find help a lot quicker than you could have back in the day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you in that point of life as a kid. You shouldn't be because you're a kid, you know what I'm saying? But if
be in the position,
you should be out there having fun, doing some kid shit, you know what I'm saying? But if you all in that situation, just seek that help that you need. I mean, but like as kids, there's still a lot of kids out there accomplishing and doing shit.
Absolutely,
like At a young
age, right?
Because they learn a lot quicker than than a lot of other people could have. Other generations learned it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because this little kids,
man,
it's kids out here, man, who fucking millionaires.
I watched Shark Tank's one of my favorite shows, and it's kids that be up there just like, what?
They piece that shit together.
Smart, you know what I'm saying?
Some shit they think the world needs.
But it took the generations to, before that to get to this level, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To get this level of...
Somebody was handing them the knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
Without this technology, the kids would have never figured certain shit out, there would have, other shit would have happened, but that wasn't the design for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just what it was supposed to happen, and people are taking advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, way more. People
Social media, all that shit. Like, yeah, I get it, but it's like it's here. What the fuck we gonna do about it? Like,
making a lot of money too.
what are we gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Social media, everyone complains about social media. And, not to say y'all are, but like a lot of people say the argument about kids is online more than they outside and shit like that. But it's like it's here regardless, no matter what. Like, so we might as well take advantage of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Find a way to make money if you into that shit and do beat, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of shit that you can do with this shit.
Use it as a tool.
Use it as a tool, you know what I'm saying? Don't use it as a
way of life.
A way of life.
Teach them how to use it and monitor that shit, right? Like,
that comes from parenting.
You know what I'm saying? If not, then just live your life and ain't no wrong with that. For me, like, just being a regular person and shit.
Yeah, because we need regular people.
Yeah, straight up.
Everybody ain't nothing but regular.
Hey, is that what I'm saying? But you know
what's crazy? The people that go viral and the people that really blow up are like the people that were like, you know, society would label not as cool or whatever the fuck. And it'd be like, it'd be a lot of random crazy ass shit compared to motherfuckers really trying to put out some production. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just do whatever you want to do and just you know what I'm saying, have fun with this shit and like all the other shit is like, you ain't gotta overthink this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that shit. Like,
keep it simple.
Being the cool guy is like, it's cool, but it's not, you know, it's whatever now.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
It's the Wild Wild West now, man.
Yeah.
No, it is the Wild Wild West.
Shit crazy.
Because, man,
that shit crazy, man.
Straight up and down.
It is.
And I know that's got to be crazy for you. I mean,
I come from like the edge of like the culture because I know y'all probably older than me and shit like that. So I come from like the golden era cutting into this new era for me. So it's like
okay, so.
And I like this new shit. Like, it's fun.
Right. Have you ever experienced? Did you ever experience life before the internet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the dial-up tones and shit, and just.
But before that shit came out, like I'm talking about beepers.
Yeah, I remember my brothers had. I didn't have beepers. I was too young for that.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that little.
So so you experienced the nigga, you be outside.
Yeah.
Your mama, hey, go outside.
When did the internet come out? When was it? When year did the internet come out?
What was that? 90.
As far as I can't remember.
Dial up. It had to be like 93.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember
90. Somewhere like that, 91. I want to say.
Yeah, I gotta let them know.
I don't know.
But then I don't think I remember before the internet.
Look at this. We got motherfucking technology right here in our
I think the dial tone was already already there.
Yeah.
When I was active, feel me? Like I can't remember like before the internet. But the internet wasn't as serious back then because it was like confusing and like it wasn't like easy access technology shit we got now. You know what I'm saying?
Bulky, it was like
you had to have a computer. Shit was expensive. Your mom worked double shifts for that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
They say the internet was invented in 83.
Ain't no way I remember before the internet. Hell no. Hell no.
Okay, but it didn't go off.
Internet been here, boy.
Oh shit.
Hell no.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, it didn't really blow up until the 90s.
But it's his. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, stay away from it. Fuck. Let me turn off my phone.
That shit crazy.
But then you turn it on, it's still there. Like the fuck.
Yeah.
Like you might as well take advantage of that shit.
Right. Yeah, I appreciate it too. That's what we doing.
That's what y'all doing. Podcasts. Influence and shit, content is everything. I have been conversations with my video guys. I have conversations with a lot of people, and it's like just great content. Now it's easier. Like it's easy. You go to that restaurant right there, and there's content there. Just the food, everything there is content. So it's just creating that wave.
The waitress with no teeth.
Are y'all on our schedule this year? The Jets.
Nah, we was last time we beat y'all. I think it's every 2 years or some shit like that. Or no, it might be every 5 years. I think it's every 5. We beat y'all the last 2 times.
We're gonna meet up.
So technically the Jets are better than the Cowboys. If we beat y'all the last 2 times in 10 years. Look it up, it's facts.
You know, in football, it's all about championships, man. Champions. So you know, till y'all catch up on.
Y'all can say whatever y'all want.
Till you catch up on. Reigns.
Beat the Cowboys. The last 2 times they played.
You got to catch up on Reigns a little bit, then we can start. How many y'all got as a team?
I don't know. I know we got Rodgers now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
We got the top running, one of the top running backs.
I'm eager to see what this about the team. I'm eager to see what y'all look like this year.
He got hurt. He got hurt a little too early.
The running back?
Oh yeah, he got hurt in the middle of the season, right when he was breaking out, and so you know it was Achilles heel or whatever, and so if he gets over that, and I know that injury's tough, so if he's able to get back on the field this year, I think he's gonna get another problem.
Discount double check. Y'all think y'all gonna do something?
You think he guarantees y'all?
We did good last year.
No, for real. I think Aaron Rodgers was really that was a
Cowboys did better last year as a team, but we still better than technically. But when we play each other, we are.
Yeah. But you know,
but you know what I'm saying,
they don't tolerate too much more. Cowboys slander.
Nah, I'm a guy, y'all. I love the stadium, if anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I went to watch the Eagles game with my brother. He's an Eagles fan, and the stadium's fire. Like, I was in there. That shit was fire.
Stadium is fire.
Y'all was rooting for the Eagles in there because y'all ain't no Cowboys.
My brother's an Eagles fan. We went to.
Yeah,
I was wearing a Jets. I was wearing a Supreme jersey with a Jets hat, and they were like, "Okay." But my brother wearing, whatever. But the fans, normally y'all bad. It ain't the team that I don't. And not to say I don't like the fans, but the fans be so rude. Like the fans are like aggressive as hell. Like
that's crazy coming from New York.
Nah, the Jets fans don't be mad like that. Like no, the Cowboys, you want to fight you at the end once they.
Oh yeah.
It's mad. Like they hate. Like they be talking shit, boy. I be like,
yeah, you gonna have to hear it, especially if y'all lose. Oh yeah, you gonna have to hear it when you go back
be like,
to the car.
Fuck you, asshole. And we walk away, like whatever. Over here, they're like, fuck you. Like they want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why? Like it's not crazy.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Cowboy fans are tough. Like Cowboy fans are tough. When they say like the toughest fans, I would say Cowboys, Raiders, and probably Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but we be everywhere. We don't even know how many fans we got. They everywhere.
No, y'all got a lot of fans.
You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. I'm saying we all over them.
So y'all say y'all still America's team?
We gotta be. We got to be. Who else? What other team in the NFL you think you can go to the most states and it'll still have more people repping the Cowboys that's in wherever you say like.
I think Raiders is a big team that you'll find worldwide. I think.
Do you think it's more for real? Well,
yeah.
I can't. Yeah.
Raiders is a well known
Raiders
establishment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying like teams, whatever, like establishment, like logos and shit. Like people,
that's true.
Fuck with the.
That's
I mean, Denver Broncos, but I mean Cowboys. Yeah, they got a large fan base.
You know who can fight with us?
I thought you was gonna go somewhere else with this, but you.
Nah, I'm talking about with the fan base. I'm still on subject.
You know who can fight?
The 49ers, I've noticed.
49ers is a culture. 49ers is like a culture.
They are.
If anybody else,
when they come down here, they come down here.
That's what I'm saying.
They come down here in packs.
I would say 49ers.
Yeah, but other than that, yes, details.
But they're not necessarily. I guess. I give y'all that if anything.
Worldwide, everybody knows.
You give us that.
I give y'all.
We got to. They got to in Dallas. It ain't even. I mean, we took. I mean,
yeah,
we can't.
That's
we
us.
made sure we planted that to where
it was.
We said give it. We earned those. We earned those.
That's what I mean.
City by city, state to state.
That's what I mean.
Running through. We running through.
Nah, you right.
We running through shit, man.
But y'all living off like
at the time, because that's the time.
Which is cool. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because if it happened for you, you'll do the same.
Hell yeah.
I'm a fan regardless because I know my team ain't up there.
But that added on to your bragging right.
Exactly.
Now this year, last year,
when they be doing bad, that's what I'm saying. So that's what allows us. It's been so long.
I think the problem with the Cowboys, like not to say, like not to talk shit about the fan, but it's like I know, like I be in Dallas, so I know a lot of Dallas fans.
Yeah,
it's like the emotion is crazy. Like after every play, after every game, it's like fuck them, fuck this. I'm done with them. I'm fucking. Me, I'm like, I'm a Jets fan regardless. I mean, they lost, I don't give a fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a Jets fan.
That's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Fuck it.
I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just.
I mean, being a Jets fan,
I'm more
you got
so
used to taking
critiquing my
losses.
team.
Yeah, I got used to it, I guess you could say. But we winners now. That's what that
Okay,
matters.
okay.
Nah, it is
You just handle it on a cool level.
I always think good like you, y'all that. Y'all did good last year.
The Mavericks was really the team to watch.
How come y'all ain't made the playoffs this year?
That's what I'm saying. We got to get that.
Luka-
We got to go back and
Luka's a
tweak it
problem.
up.
Luka's
We
a
had to
problem.
tweak why y'all want them. You want them over there and
Of
say,
course.
look, I know you do it, though. I know
But,
you do.
you know what I mean?
He
Like-
all right. He all right.
You know, we be alright.
We keeping him. You know what I'm saying?
If
We
Dallas
make
win,
sure-
I got nothing but love for that.
I know
you know what I'm saying? Like, I got family out here. Like, I know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, man, that's just what we focused at, though. I mean,
Yeah,
as a city,
as
like
a city, yeah.
But now football season's finna come. You know, Dallas Cowboy fans all year round, but that for sure now.
yeah, it get crazy.
Yeah,
in
switch.
football season.
Right, it's finna
August, September, it's going
switch.
down.
Yeah, it's gonna switch up.
They get crazy. You gotta stay on with the Facebook and shit, cause they get crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Cowboy fans get crazy.
It's crazy. It is fun. To
But the
watch.
Cowboy haters, though, oh my God, they don't
It's
want
like I
to
see
go.
at that when football
There's a
season
lot of
start,
those.
everybody come out that don't like it don't matter what they team doing, they just don't like the
Yeah.
Cowboys. You
But that's
what I'm
because
saying?
it's part of the territory though. Like it's the same thing for like 49ers and shit. Like it's either a love or hate type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing, that's what I'm saying. So for the Cowboy fans, it's just we just fans.
It's just because y'all so vocal about everything that I feel like all the haters are extra vocal. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing goes with Philly. Like I think Philly be vocal.
Mm-hmm.
The fans, as far as the football
Yeah.
and shit,
Yeah.
like I think
Yeah,
they
I
be
get
vocal
it.
about
Yeah.
shit, so people just be extra. The loudest one in the room ends up getting yelled back the loudest compared to the
Right.
nigga that's just talking normal and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel. Like Jerry Jones is big time entertainment type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's
Right.
really focused on that shit.
Yeah.
And so once they take an L or whatever, the bite back's a lot worse because they're like like it's like you know it's that
because they hyped it up so much.
yeah, like they talk so much shit. It's like I was just like
They come out, but and then that's
if
right.
y'all was cool, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that, you know, ain't nothing wrong with it. You could be extra hype for your team and shit. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that shit. Feel me? But it's like, you know, you ain't gotta go extra sometimes.
That beef shit, yeah. Like,
All that
shit
beefing,
crazy.
getting mad,
That's
trying to
crazy.
fight other.
Nah, that's-
Yeah,
that's-
you're going too far,
Yeah,
man.
that's
It's
too
just a
much.
game, man. It's just entertainment.
Just any
for
sports,
us.
like I seen.
If you doing that
that's stupid.
behind some sports, any type of shit,
Yeah,
you're an asshole.
If they get on some disrespectful shit outside of sports, it's different.
Yeah.
But, like, you
Well, it
mad at a
shouldn't even be
motherfucker
going
wearing
there.
a jersey or whatever, like that
That's,
shit ain't
that's
that.
crazy, yeah.
Like, screaming.
Or
fuck
that
these
your
people.
team lost. It
Yeah.
don't matter,
Or that your
like,
team lost.
Yeah, you just mad.
Or if y'all won, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it's gotta be just, you know,
Yeah, you taking that
understand the
shit to
game.
heart,
and
yeah.
shit.
too much.
Just keep playing, man.
Too much.
You gotta understand the game and shit. So I just be having fun. I just love watching.
Me too.
I love just
Football
making
is-
money on the shit. Just football is easier for me.
Yeah, that's America's sport.
Yeah, betting and shit. So I like to put my money on football and shit. So you know what I mean. So
Fantasy, but you said your brother be running a fantasy. That's what's up.
yeah, he be on like some
My
shit.
partners, I got partners that be doing that too.
I played for the last probably like
And you
5
said you
years,
did.
6 years. I won like the last two years. So yeah, so that should be fun. That's why I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
And it keep you engaged in the
Yeah,
season
it
too.
makes you want to watch
you want to watch the game.
It makes you want to watch the shit. Otherwise, I wouldn't like. I
I'm
really
pretty
don't
sure
got
y'all
time for
side
TV.
bet on the
and shit.
side on the games and shit. But yeah, man.
I don't got time for TV like that. Like I watch it when I have time, but
Right.
I don't got time for but football. Like I'm in
You
time
know,
for
you
that
make
because I
sure
got
you-
money on the line.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's different for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah,
So,
I absolutely understand.
You watch boxing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Earl
Earl.
Spence and
Terrence Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
who you got?
Probably Crawford.
Okay.
Even though I fuck with Spence, like I like Spence as a fighter, I just think he ain't fought in a long time, right? He hasn't. I forgot the last time he fought. I don't know. I just feel like but I ain't gonna lie. Even if Spence win, I'm like, okay, I'm not like sitting there thinking like, you know what I mean? Like, I expected him to win, but for some reason Crawford might fuck around and get it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So you kind of
Crawford got like
the underdog. It kind of doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
I got you.
I haven't looked at the numbers, but I think I think Spence is up, right?
But Bud a legit contender though, man.
Yeah, he is.
Crawford is a legit contender to Earl Spence. He's a legit contender.
Spence is fire though, like
he is. So it's 5.
It's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to like a knockout or like a clear win.
See, that's what I'm thinking too.
If they go to decision, they're gonna give it to Spence as the champion and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
he got more on the line.
There's a lot more on the line, and he could keep shit going and you know the face of boxing.
You gotta beat
shit,
him if you want my belts. Beat me. Don't go to a decision.
You gotta, yeah. I think that's like that for a lot of sports. Like you see a lot of crazy decisions and shit. Like he kind of beat him, but he didn't really beat him all the way to win the belt.
Right.
Even though everybody think the motherfucker might have won the belt.
On the line, you gotta beat him and take it.
There's been some bad decisions and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
man, these judges is crazy.
I don't understand that.
But for you know, Spence fuck around and win, but you know, I'll put it on the underdog and
You
shit. Yeah, I'm an underdog myself, though. So I put it on the underdog.
Nah, you up. Okay, so damn, you would be Spence. I would have thought, but you thinking you relate more to Bud.
I really like Spence. I'm gonna change it. I'll put it on Spence. I think Spence gonna win regardless. You know what I mean?
But you still gonna
I think Spence. I'll be like, okay, I'm not surprised that he won.
Righteous.
Okay.
If Bud fuck around, if Crawford fuck around and just knock him the fuck out, I'll be like, whoa, I was surprised.
That's me too.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a hell of a surprise.
I don't think that would happen though, but it's gonna be a good fight. As long as it's a good fight, you know what I mean? Like that should be, as long as it's good, it's gonna be good to watch.
Yeah. What you think about Gervonta Davis?
He's good. I like his shit. He's a little wild cracker, you know what I'm saying? He's like a little firecracker. He just knocking motherfuckers out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You see anybody in that weight class who can beat you think can beat him?
Who's the contender right now?
Devin Haney.
He just got locked up or some shit.
Stevenson.
He just got locked up today.
Who? Devin Haney?
Yeah, it was on assault, like some guns or some shit, assault weapons or some shit.
That's crazy.
But Haney's good. Stevenson's fire. I don't know. I just think the momentum, you know, it goes boxers off the momentum, and I think Davis Tank out on the momentum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he actually backed that stuff up. Like he hit hard.
And he back it up. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Canelo. Canelo's like a hard boxer. And
he just switched over too. He got a fight coming up.
Yeah, he's fighting. Who's he fighting? The Jamel.
Charlo. One of the
Charlo. He just switched to one of the other brothers. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. That's a fight I've been wanting to see.
That's okay.
I've been wanting to see because you know, I mean.
You go with Canelo?
You know, I kind of, you know, I fuck with Canelo and shit. You know, I think he's a great boxer and shit, but I just think, you know, there's been people out there trying to get to him and shit. He doing what he got to do. I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll win that fight. I just say that. I think he'll win that fight.
Canelo.
He's active, you know what I'm saying?
He is still active.
He's got a lot to prove.
And he got a heavy punch.
He's slower now, I feel like, but I feel like, you know.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like he's a lot slower now. Like that last fight kind of.
But he's smarter now.
Yeah. He's not fighting as
boxing now.
He kind of, you know. We'll see. It's gonna be that's gonna be a crazy fight too.
It is, Charlie.
That'll tell you a lot on the level he's at too. You know what I'm saying? Like.
That's gonna be like that's gonna be a crazy fight. That's gonna be a big fight.
Canelo's a big draw.
Yeah. That's gonna that's gonna be. That is what September. When is that fight? That's coming up. It's coming up.
Yeah, I think September.
Canelo, Alvarez, and Charlo.
I think it's Mexican and something Independence Day or some shit in September. I think. I think. You know what I mean?
They finna go dumb.
Yeah.
Let's say
September 3rd. I think.
There's a difference in the level of support and the fan base between a Mexican boxer and any other boxer.
Everybody know Puerto Rican boxers are the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I don't know if it's like this.
Mexican boxers though, you know, they coming out right now.
Look, I don't know if it's like this in a Puerto Rican household.
Yeah.
But I have watched a Mexican fighter in a Mexican household.
Yeah, it's crazy. I fuck with
Look,
Mexican boxers. I got Mexicans in my family.
Look, my wife is Mexican.
Yeah.
So we go to one of her cousins' crib.
Yeah.
Canelo fight.
It's a big thing.
Oh, nigga, the whole
Puerto Ricans
family
is the
came
same
by.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about like a damn family reunion.
Puerto Ricans is the same thing.
Everybody got Canelo shirts on.
Everybody got the Puerto Rican flag with the Puerto Rican.
Okay, so
I remember the Trinidad days.
Okay.
The Trinidad days, one of the greatest of all time. Trinidad.
Yeah.
Where you used to go out there rocking that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
I remember Trinidad.
rapping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Kodo, we used to be rapping and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And
okay.
Everybody at the crib watching, eating.
So,
man, he said everybody know Puerto Rican boxers are the best.
Everybody knows Puerto Rican boxers are the best.
yeah.
So
Prove me wrong.
Floyd Mayweather.
Right
now,
now,
yeah,
right
we just listen. We can run that. You want to run the list?
Yeah, I don't think Floyd
Right
ain't
now,
the
right now.
worst.
In
I don't think.
in what weight class? We can break it down there.
No, right now Mexican boxers got up right now, I think. They got just because of Canelo and a lot of other comers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, it's crazy. Haney's Puerto Rican, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
And you just said he just went to jail.
He went to jail, but he still, well, he got the belts and shit, right?
Oh, do he?
I think so.
He can't keep him if he's in jail, though, right?
Sometimes, I don't know, I gotta look at the headlines. and shit.
I think I seen some. Yeah, if he.
I saw it on the way in, but yeah, that shit is,
Damn.
that shit is this, you know, got a rep for your own and
You
shit,
do.
right?
No, you do. Yeah, nah,
You do?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, Floyd is Floyd.
But yeah,
Floyd
I mean,
is, yeah. Floyd is, what would y'all say? A lot of people say Floyd is trash.
Good business was good business.
I like Floyd. Like, I personally like Floyd. I'm like, yo, Floyd,
Yeah.
that
Good
guy.
business, good business, good business.
Thing,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Who you think would have won, Canelo in his prime or Floyd in his prime?
Floyd.
Did they find it? Nah, I don't think.
No,
Canelo wasn't in his prime.
Yes, he was. Now he wasn't in his prime, and yes, he was. But after he fought Floyd, that's when he got better. To me,
I
even
think
though
he got
his
better
next
after
couple of
Floyd.
fights was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, he learned how, like, he seen with real speed, he seen with real. Yeah.
Floyd,
technician work look like.
Yeah, it's hard to hit that guy, man.
Floyd's a beast.
And if his hands were still strong,
he
he was just boxing. He just got a touch out. He can't really put no real nothing behind him.
A lot of people say Floyd be running this shit. I like Floyd. Yeah, I fuck with Floyd.
And that's what
They say he be running, but
you
I
know
done
what?
I done seen him just toe up on the rope, whatever, just toe up, and he just got good feet work. He just know how to. He's standing right there. He ain't running. He's
Okay.
stepping around. He's stepping to one side.
isn't the art of
Floyd's a
boxing
beast.
He a beast.
is to hit and not
Not
get
get
hit, right?
It
That's
is.
the point.
So
The people that
If
say that
I'm
they want to
move-
see him get hit. That's what I said. This be
Yeah,
those people
a lot of-
that
you gotta
he
understand.
keep running and
The
shit.
world-
And
the
stand
world-
still.
and that's what
It's like I said earlier. The loudest motherfucker is the one everybody wants the worst shit to happen to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Floyd talked a lot of shit. It's like Muhammad Ali. A lot of when it happened to him, the people were so happy. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's the type of hate they got for a motherfucker. That's
see,
talking loud. Like
what
the loudest in the room, they
I
want the
see
worst
that.
for.
I
Yeah.
see the Floyd hate mostly from from the Mexican boxing fans.
He fucked all
They
the
say
Mexican
he
boxers
wrote-
up. He fucked all the Mexican boxers
And
up.
then
man.
I think Floyd probably touched the nerve when he came out in the Mexican flag.
They all doing that shit though.
You know what I'm
Everybody's
saying?
been doing that shit though.
So you know what I'm saying?
Bernard Hopkins used to call himself the Mexicutioner. Feel me? Like he would only fight on the Mexican holidays, and he would only fight Mexican fighters at the time and fuck them up. Feel me? Like so it's like a thing. Like I feel like it's like a trend amongst themselves or some shit. 'Cause
So-
Floyd was the next person to do that after Bernard Hopkins. You know what I mean? And he did it for a long time. Like
I agree, and I be trying to tell him, I be like, man, that man ain't hanging on y'all like that. He just better than
it's
y'all.
a part of the show though.
For real.
It's a part of the show. Like you got Tank walking around with Selena shirts, fighting Mexican boxers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
He under Floyd, so
I'ma beat his ass.
Boxing
It's psychological, yeah.
Boxing is psychological.
And it's a
and shit.
business,
Like,
so
it's
they
a
gonna,
business.
absolutely.
Selling
You know, they
tickets.
gonna- absolutely. They gonna make it exciting. You gonna want to see it and then back it up. That's the thing. They go out
As
there.
real life fans, like you gotta understand this shit ain't no WWE. Like this shit, even that shit is scripted. Feel me? Like it's a business. Like that's why you watching is because it's a business. It's entertainment for motherfuckers. So like you gotta look at it like that. Like all that extra hate be crazy to me. Like for what?
For
like,
what?
You just an angry motherfucker. Like chill. Like you know what I mean? Like shouldn't be that crazy. But damn, Mexicans definitely they don't like Puerto Rican boxers either. And shit, you know what I'm saying? Because Trinidad used to put the hands on when you fuck De La Hoya up and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all know Puerto Ricans don't really like Mexican boxers either, right?
I like Mexican boxers.
Oh, you do?
I can't say for the whole culture. There's a lot of them that don't. You know what I'm saying? But I like some of them, man. Like I'm unbiased. Like I just like boxing.
If you box, you can box. If you
box,
can ball, you can ball. If you can play, you can play. It is what
I can't
it is.
name. I'm lit right now, so I can't think of all their names. But I seen some few Mexican boxers just like, oh, that nigga's a beast. Chamalito, whatever the fuck, that little nigga right there is, that shit, that boy right there is a beast, feel me? Like,
that little dude, Isaac Cruz.
Isaac Cruz is a beast.
That boy a beast, dog. Like,
yeah.
He the only one that slowed Javante down.
One of my favorite, Berlanga, though. Berlanga's doing his thing, feel me? Puerto Rican.
That gave him a fight?
Yeah. Nah, they got some boxers, bro. I'm just a fan of the sport. So it's like, shit, whoever just go in there and put in all everything, you know what I'm saying? That Rocky mentality, go in there and fuck some shit up. And
I like to see.
Who you think slowed Javante down in the fight?
Right now? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cause that's what I was saying. I was like
the momentum he got.
I was saying in his fights,
he been locked up though.
The only one that really just gave him a fight.
You saying was
Isaac Cruz.
The pool, that's a fight.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen that.
Sure as hell wasn't his last motherfucker.
Yeah, all his fights down. I mean,
hell no.
Not to say that they was nobody's, but shit.
He didn't have no form.
Nothing.
They say he got cheated, but
he TKO'd everybody else.
Part of the game.
That's part of the game, man.
Can't be mad at anything.
The fit.
What fit?
It's a segment we do.
Fresh and fit, right?
Keep you more fresh to fit.
Yeah. So the fit would be, man, just damn.
Look at it. We done had one of them episodes. See, my nigga Word done came through. Everybody been on their own.
Behind the bit,
we smoke our own shit around
here.
Everybody got their own shit.
Word life, man. The fit is just make sure you find time to just relax. Just relax. Be cool. Just relax. Take it all in. Deep breaths, whatever you need to do to relax, meditate, however you do it. Find time. Give yourself. You got to do that, like in a really just while you alive, like man, find some time to just relax daily. Take some of this shit in for yourself.
Every morning I do that.
Yeah.
A little stretch and shit.
Yeah.
Like just meditate. You know what I mean? Not necessarily meditate, but
it's just being with yourself. I'm gonna loosen myself up, get ready for the day. Like
take some time to relax.
You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Just
gotta do that.
Yeah. Just not do nothing. Just
nothing.
Let your mind shut it off. Just
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's to be my fit tip for the day too, man. Word life, man. I appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you,
man. It's a pleasure meeting you, man. Peace and bless us, man. We definitely want to just wish you prosperity and everything else you desire this life, man.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to.
Comment on this shit, man. Let me know what y'all.
Let
us know what y'all think. Y'all don't like our opinions and shit, some of this shit. Let us know in the motherfucking comments.
Yeah.
I'll reply to y'all motherfuckers.
You heard it here first. Word life.
Shout out to my guys, man. Dirty Diapers and shit.
Dirty Diapers podcast.
Where can they find your music and all the other shit you got going on?
Just find me. I am Word Life. Feel me? I am Word Life. Whatever y'all do right there. Just find me there.
Go check out Trust Issues video on YouTube by Word Life.
That song is doing crazy numbers and shit.
Yeah, go check it out. It's a dope video too, man.
And Magic City.
Magic City, yeah. You fuck around, see me in the club, they gonna be playing that motherfucker.
And we coming to you here from Above the Rest Barbershop, 1900 Oaks Drive, Mesquite, Texas, Suite 127.
Come on, man, Above the Rest, man.
Come in here, get your fades.
Come on, get your fade pretty soon.
Braids, get all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Have your little something to sip on while you waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have your
Get-
kids come through, look at the fish tank.
They
You know
got
what I'm
an
saying?
official bar.
Get you something to eat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have some type of meet up in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He said it, so you know.
It's a vibe.
But the rest, man, barbershop, cause the world,
It's full of shit.
y'all know what it is. We checking out. Word life.
You know the vibe.
Stuck in another shit bowl. When it flush, I never know where I come up. One thing's for sure, your shit will not be with me.